Hey there. Okay, Kay. So I didn't put any eye makeup on. You can see it's kind of scary. So I didn't put anything on underneath. I just have a little bit of CC cream on, and I don't even know if you've tried our CC cream. This has got a little sunscreen in it. It's just a very light touch. It's for all skin types. I'm going to show you how it comes out. It comes out very fluffy, and I love it. I use the light to medium, and I'm going to put a little bit. You can see I have a lot of sun damage here, but I'm going to put it on so you can see what it kind of looks like. It goes on like a moisturizer, so it's very light, not a very heavy makeup look, and I'll usually put it a little bit on my neck, and I go down my face, and this is what I wear like every day, and then I put the mineral powder over it. So that's what I normally do. It's my everyday kind of real sheer look. So I'm gonna do, I didn't put any around this area of my eye because I wanted to show you what I would suggest you do. Okay, so first thing, this is your new eye cream. So it comes with that little application at the top. So you're going to squeeze it up till you get a little bit to come out. That's too much. Mine's already primed. So yours will come out. If it comes out liquidy or clear, just wipe it on the back of your hand. Always rub it in. Don't ever waste your product. So once you get a little bit up, that's really all you'll need. You're just going to tap this around on your eye. Just tap it around so you get an even distribution, and then you're going to turn it around to the rounded part, and you're going to use that to just massage it in. That's how you do it. You don't want to overuse this. Number one, it's 42 bucks. And number two, it doesn't take much. So once you feel like you've got that kind of rubbed all around, you'll feel the coolness of the applicator, which is great. You get it right up underneath there. Notice I'm not pulling my skin. This is a wonderful product. So then just do the same thing on the other side. That's really all you'll need, just that little bit. Just tap it all around. And this does the work for you, so you're not pulling and tugging on the delicate skin. And if you start to feel like it's pulling, just get a little bit more up and tap it in there. And then turn it around, just do the same thing. So you feel like you're getting that cool feel of the metal. We're like little, you know, fighters, little boxers. But you can see I have a lot of discoloration around my eye area. You know, the skin gets thinner, and it shows all the arteries, the capillaries, you know, all that stuff, because the skin is thinner to start with, and then as we get older, as you know, we were talking about this, how it gets thinner. So once that's on there, then you would put your eye primer on, okay? And I always take my fingers just to take away any extra residue that's left behind. I've maybe used too much or didn't get it all the way in there. I always do that. And I always keep a trusty little tissue with me to get the excess off. Now, I don't use eye primer. I don't really have a lot of issues with it moving around on me. I use this as my primer. It's our cream eye color, and I use the brush. And what I do with this is I love this product because it gives you a nice finish to the eye. And I really feel like you can see what's happening already. Look at the difference. It's 14 bucks, and look at the size of the container. It would last you forever. So this is a twofer. I call it a twofer because it does two things for one. So it's an eye primer and your base color. Sorry, my sinuses are all drippy today. All in one. So I am eliminating one step, and I love that. Anything that I can do to get one last thing to do and doing my makeup, I'm all about that. So what this does is it kind of gives you a nice finish to your eye, and don't be afraid to layer it because that gives you even more protection from the product moving around. And what I do is I put a little bit in the tip, see it on there, and I go right underneath my eye where the liner would go, and then I just smooth that out. So it's kind of in place of your primer, but again, it gives you a brightness, and I like to say it fills in all the nooks and crannies. But some people like to wear different colors. This does come in different colors, but I like it because it's matte. And as we get to the more interesting years, you see the difference already in how much more bright I look around my eye area. So I put that on because I wanted to have time to set. Now, you would take your next product you're going to use under the eye area is a concealer. Now I do have my foundation on, so you would go ahead and put that on. Now because you have extra darkness here, you want to take that concealer. I'm not going to put it on as heavy as you would, but I would put a coat under your foundation, then put your foundation and put another coat on. Don't be afraid. And you can use a brush. This is a concealer brush as well, so I just clean off my eyeshadow. Or you can use your fingers, or you can use a sponge, whatever you really feel more comfortable with. But you want to keep it concentrated. Do not blend it out too much. Okay, you want to keep it right in there where the discoloration is. You don't want to wipe. This is a tap and a pat. And you see what's happening right there? And then you kind of bring it across. But this new concealer has more yellow in it. And mine is one shade lighter than yours because I'm paler. You have more yellow in your skin. I'm very pink. But you see the difference? Is that crazy? And you can put this anywhere you have discoloration. Like I have a little spot over here that's a little darker. It's really the only place I have any darkness. I have one little spot over there. And this I do use my fingers because I feel like I want it to stay more concentrated. I don't want to blend it out too much. But anywhere you have spots, put it on there. And that needs time to set. You don't want to, make sure it's dry because you do have that moisture from the eye cream under your eyes. You want to make sure that that doesn't come off, okay? So this is where I would kind of do a thin coat, very thin coat of my mineral powder to kind of set everything. So remember, you have your foundation on. I didn't want to take the time to do that in the video. So you're going to set everything, and I would have put my eyebrows on by now. I need a little bit on the outer parts, as you can see. There's some spaces there, but I'm not going to take the time to do that with you. I could do that after. This gives me color too. I'm so pale. Pale face. And I do go down my throat because I feel like it is not the same color as my face. It never has been. So it's just the way God made me. And I do a light dusting over my eyes just to set everything. You know, don't breathe when you get to your nose because that can make you cough. Now, you will go ahead and put your eye makeup on. Put that on, and if you have any fallout under your eyes, you know, this is where the magic happens. Okay, so let's say you put your eye makeup on. Then you're going to take your under eye corrector. If you look closely at these two shades, now I don't know if the lighting shows it in here, but one's got more of a pink and the other has more of a yellow. You can see that, right? More yellow, more pink. This is going to counteract all that discoloration under the eye, and the texture is different in your under eye corrector. I love, 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 love this product. And what I find is once I put my eyeliner on, I have all of that on, I can neaten up any correction on the outer part. It's just amazing. It's amazing product. I do not put it on until after I'm done with my makeup. So you know what I might do? I'm going to go ahead and put my eye makeup on, and I want you to see the difference and how this makes a difference. But this is the last product before mascara, because you don't want to get it on the tips of your lashes. So I'm going to give you a two-parter. So that's the first thing I've done is I've done the concealing. I put my liquid foundation on first. You can do concealer under it, liquid foundation, concealer over it, dusting of powder to set everything, and now I'm going to pause, put my eye makeup on, and I'm going to come back and show you what to do with the under eye corrector, okay? So we'll be back for part 2.